Let's create a box and whisker plot, sometimes called a box plot, from this 5-number summary. In order to make a box and whisker plot, we would need the 5-number summary first. In this example, the 5-number summary is given to us. The 5-number summary reads, the minimum is 4 ounces. Q1, or the first quartile, is 5 ounces. The median is 15 ounces. Q3, or the third quartile, is 20 ounces. And the maximum is 35 ounces. To get us started with, I made a quick number line that would incorporate the minimum of 4 ounces and the maximum of 35 ounces. So I happened to start my numbering at 5 ounces and I jumped by 5s all the way up to 35 ounces so that I could plot the quantities from the 5-number summary near the number line with ease. So if I put the minimum on here, it will be a little bit to the left of 5 ounces on the number line. And I recommend putting dots for these to start with and putting them up above your number line. Q1 is at 5 ounces, so right above the hash mark for 5. The median is at 15 ounces, right above the hash mark for 15. Q3 is at 20 ounces, right above the hash mark for 20. And the maximum is 35 ounces, right above the hash mark for 35. So right now we have 5 dots representing the locations of the quantities in our 5-number summary. To fill in the rest of the box and whisker plot, we get a whisker from the minimum to Q1, so connect those with a line segment. We get a whisker from Q3 to the maximum, so connect those two corresponding dots with a whisker. And then the box component will be in the center. I usually make a rectangle from Q1 to Q3 and fill that in. And then that rectangle is split at the median. So I make a vertical split right there on the dot for the median. This would be our box and whisker plot, and a box and whisker plot shows us how the data is spread out. This would indicate that 25% of our data points are between 4 ounces and 5 ounces. They're very tightly packed together, especially compared to the 25% of the data that is between 5 ounces and 15 ounces. Notice how this component of the box is very long compared to that left-hand whisker. Similarly, we'll have 25% of the data between 15 ounces and 20 ounces, and then 25% of the data between 20 ounces and 35 ounces. And that very long whisker over here on the right-hand side, that indicates that our data is very spread out in that region.